Hey guys, I'm Stella and this is Geek, and I'm here to get you caught up with all the things you need to know about what's happening and what's going to happen in the nerd and pop culture universe. It's been pretty busy this month, so let's just jump into it. There's actually a bunch of new projects that have been announced that are going into pre-production that have a bunch of people on the internet buzzing. Knives Out 3 has been announced and is going to pre-production, and all we know as of right now is that it will premiere on Netflix, since the streamer acquired the rights to both Knives Out 2 and 3 in March of 2021. A new Jurassic World is in the works to introduce a new Jurassic era and is announced to be coming out on July 2nd, 2025, which is also my birthday, so happy birthday to your local Stellalasaurus. You know, dinosaurs, you know. It does look like David Leitch is no longer directing the next film after talks have fallen through and Universal is looking for a replacement now. Beloved cartoon Danny Phantom is getting a live-action movie and it's going to be made by Paramount+. I know that live-action remakes are not everybody's cup of tea, but as somebody who was absolutely obsessed with the show when it was still airing when I was younger, I'm super excited to see what it'll look like. I know that there's been some dream casting bouncing around on the internet, and I'm definitely excited to see how it shapes up. Will it just be another retelling of Ultimate Enemy? Or will we be getting an origin story for a younger audience that maybe hasn't been introduced to Danny Phantom? Will Tom Holland actually be casted as Danny? I personally hope not, but that's because I would love to see a younger, possibly unknown actor get a chance for the iconic role. Did you ever play the 2015 hit horror game Until Dawn? Well, it's getting a movie adaptation. I'm super excited to see what you guys think about this one because I know like most games are like a choice-based thing, but since this game is one of the one where every choice matters, what do you think about the possibility of that being taken away? Was the appeal of the game the story, or was it because the story had consequences from your actions? So they heavily influenced the outcome of what the story would be. If you take out the player's sense of guilt, because for me, it personally almost feels like you were another member of this unfortunate party. And that was the appeal. I'd love to hear what you think. In comic news, Marvel's got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Daredevil has started filming in New York City as of January 26th, and we've seen a lot of cool stuff coming out of it so far. Karen Page and Foggy Nelson have returned after being originally written out of the Disney Plus Daredevil show, and fans are ecstatic, which says a lot about the decision to write them out in the first place. Punisher actor Jon Bernthal even said that he'd originally turned down returning to the show because of these sort of creative decisions, but after the rewrite, he's decided to come back. Bullseye has also been seen in a few scenes being filmed around and about in New York City. There's also been some alternate death scenes being filmed in the public eye just to get fans off the scent of what's actually going to happen. And to not risk spoilers, I'm not going to say who those deaths are, but if you're curious, you can probably find them on the internet. Jessica Jones is also rumored to be returning, as well as Echo. I'm super excited to see them interact with Daredevil again. It also looks like Kingpin's campaign is in full swing, so perhaps here soon we'll see who he's running against. Hopefully Luke Cage, which would be why we're seeing Jessica Jones around again. In other Marvel news, a female-led Iron Fist project is reportedly in the works. It also looks like we might be getting the Agents of Atlas in the new Shang-Chi movie. The Agents of Atlas, if you don't know, is under the leadership of Jimmy Woo and includes Shang-Chi, Silk, Marvel Boy, Namora, Luna Snow, and many others. In casting news for Marvel, there's a few things going around. It looks like Ryan Gosling is in the talks to possibly play Nova, and Louis Pullman is stepping into the role of the Sentry for Marvel's Thunderbolts. What do you think? Especially if you've been a fan of the Netflix Marvel shows. Are you excited that a bunch of them are continuing under the Marvel Spotlight title? Are you excited for the Devil's Reign arc? Because I know I am. In anime news, Avatar: The Last Airbender fans seem to be growing disappointed from the live action coming to Netflix. I'm still hopeful personally, but that's because I've actually enjoyed quite a few live action remakes over the years. The Japanese Death Note movies were actually one of my favorites growing up, and I did enjoy the changes made in the Full Metal Alchemist live action from Netflix. I know, opinions vary. It looks like what is making people upset are the choices to take away Sozin's comet, Aang's little sidetracked explorations that prove that he really was just a kid getting possibly cut for time, and the sexism Sokka had in the anime is non-existent. Which, I agree with that last part, especially. I know that Sokka's relationship with Yue and the Kyoshi warriors wouldn't be nearly as impactful if he wasn't raised the way he was. But what do you think? Are you excited about it still? Are you worried about it? Are you just going to rewatch the anime instead? Let me know. Also, if you didn't know and you wanted to help a good cause, all episodes of Skip and Loafer were posted to YouTube recently to raise money to help those affected in the 2024 Noto earthquake in Ishikawa Prefecture. Speaking of streaming, Funimation is officially closing on April 2nd. While it was announced in 2022 that it would be merging with Crunchyroll and the library from Funimation would officially find its way home under another company, it's now finally happening. And Crunchyroll is raising its subscription to $100 a year soon because it is featuring that other content. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this merger. Are you wary about it? Do you use one platform more than the other? Now, what's coming soon, you ask? Dune 2 is finally coming out on March 1st, if you didn't know because of that popcorn bucket that was announced. Invincible is coming out on March 14th, and the fans have been waiting for that one. Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal is coming out on March 21st, and the newest installment of Ghostbusters will be out on March 22nd, and will be the same day as Pixar's Luca's re-release in theaters. Kung Fu Panda 4 will also be out on March 28th, the same day as Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla Kong? Is the X silent like it is in Hunter x Hunter? Hunter x Hunter? You tell me. I hope that that's gotten you all caught up on all the things you need to know in the world of geekdom. I'm Stella, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you liked this, and I will see you next time. Until then, have fun, and let me know what you thought about the topics in the comment section below, and stay geeky.